Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Town of New Baltimore work meeting. Today is Monday, July 27th, 2026. Could you please stand for the pledge? Hello. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes? July 13th?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you?
Yes.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I make a motion that we accept the minutes from the July 13th.
I just have a comment on the minutes. It talks about the resolution that we were going to do for the Ravine Emergency Squad, but we never actually even presented it. So it shouldn't be showing on those minutes, and it
Said it was tabled.
it wasn't even really brought up, so.
It was brought up. It was brought up.
We didn't, but actually, we didn't say it, but in Denise's comments, she said that we weren't gonna go ahead and do it.
Right,
But it
she
didn't
just
say
said it
that
was
in the minutes. So, I just think that it really wasn't raised as where we had brought it up, made, a motion, and then discussed it, and then decided to table it. It didn't go that way at all. So that's why I'm thinking that it should not be included in that agenda, and it's in tonight's agenda with a new resolution number.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So now we need a motion to accept the minutes with the amendment. I made a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Public comment. Anybody have any public comments to make? No, you're gonna wait?
I'm gonna stay in trouble.
Okay. Okay, reports. Pat Langer's report. Did he email it to you, Mark?
I don't have it now.
Okay. Highway superintendent.
Highway report, June 22nd to July 27th, 2026. Replace rear brakes on 1990 International haul truck, mowed along roads. Mark Kreitmeyer Road for the repair crew. Trim trees on Deans Mill Road with a lift basket, borrowed from Village of Ravina. Mow Town Hall, highway garage, parks and cemeteries as needed. Picked up asphalt hot box purchase from the town of Salem. We thank the board for approving that purchase. Picked up rental roller from Stevenson Equipment for chip seal. Cleaned ditches on Shady Lane. Cleaned debris from roads after wind events. Swept all roads before chip seal project. Thank you to the town of Athens for the use of their sweeper and operator. Removed gazebo from District 2 Park. Replaced stolen Searles Road sign. Patched holes of blacktop. Weed whacked under guide rails on the Baltimore Road, Matthews Point, and around the bridge on Deans Mill Road. On 7-7, we have the town of Athens with their chip seal. 7-8 and 7-9, we have the town of Coxsackie with their chip seal. And on 7-14 and 15, we chip sealed the Baltimore Road, Birchwood Lane, Aquatuck Road, and Deans Mill Road. Thank you to the town of Athens, Village of Athens, town of Coxsackie, town of Durham, and Greene County Highway for their help. We swept the roads that we chip sealed and removed any excess loose stone that was there. They all came out really, really good. They look great. And I'm happy to say that the estimate for all the chip seal from Peckham Road Corporation was $115,000. And when I got the final invoice, it was only $86,859.39.
That's great.
No.
They overestimated on the oil, and also they had us down for a 3-day project, and we did it in a day and a half. So
Thank you.
Right now, we still have a balance in our chips of $81,275.65. I'm gonna reach out to some of our paving contractors and see if I can get some pricing on doing a couple short roads that we have that are in really bad shape. There's about half a mile on Staco Road that needs to be done, and just about a mile on South Ridge Road that's pretty bad. So if we can, with the monies that we have left over, I'd like to see if we can get those done. The roads that we did chip seal, those roads are now preserved for probably 5 to 8 years. They won't have to have any, shouldn't have to have anything done with them for 5 to 8 years. We did receive an increase in chips for this year of around $30,000. However, I'm gonna roll that over to next year because we didn't have that 30,000 budgeted in our chips fund as an expenditure for this year. So I'm gonna roll it over till next year and use it then. The repairs on Birchwood Lane have been completed and we paid for by funds from the Kiewit. They did a great job. Repairs to Craigmire Road are nearly completed. They were going to pave it tomorrow, but the weather doesn't sound very good, so we're probably gonna get pushed off to the end of next week. And that one will be done, and Holy Lane West will also receive a 2-inch overlay by the paving contractor, but he told me again, that one will probably be mid-September, which is okay, because that road is in terrible condition. We've taken delivery of our lift platform for our loader, which is great. We'll be able to start trimming trees and roads back this fall without having to depend on a bucket truck from other towns. And the new boom mower is working great. Unfortunately, Jim Mead, our part-time operator for the mower, his mom passed away last week, so he's been out for a little bit. So when he comes back, we'll get him back in it and get him going again. Our other mower, our old mower, the 1990 Case International tractor, the clutch went out of it. And I'm thinking it's probably gonna cost more money to put a clutch in it than it's actually worth. The mower's not in that great a condition, the tractor's old. I am, however, still gonna get an estimate on what it would cost to replace the clutch, just so we have something to compare.
Okay.
I should have that sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
So we may have to look into another used tractor. I did find one on Auctions International from that the town of Ulster has on there.
We have a resolution for that tonight already, for the, to authorize bid on the auction,
I think that's all I had.
because,
Some park things, we had mentioned,
Yeah.
some things at District 2 Park. I went over today, I looked over the bleachers, and I think for not a lot of money, we could probably rebuild those.
So I did, when I was there last Thursday, one of the coaches was there for practice, and he said, you know, because one of the bleachers has a pressure treated on the bottom
The
bench.
first step.
And, he's like, you know, these work really well, you know, maybe they could do something like this. And I was like, I don't make these decisions. I leave this up to someone else.
But I think if we took those seats off that are on there now, and just replaced them with a 2x12
Yeah.
pressure treated lumber and paint them, they would be fine and save a lot of money.
The one where the bracket pushed all the way through the seat,
Yes.
he said that set of bleachers right there gets the most action because that's where parents can get the best view of their kids playing. They only move behind home plate when their kid is either up to bat or pitching. Yeah. And there were a lot of people at the game that night, and he said it was nothing. It was just a lot of people, and he was there when it happened. There was so much weight on that fiberglass bench that bracket just pushed right up through.
Gotcha. We can bring them over to the garage one at a time and rebuild them and take them back over. You know, that way there's not, we don't take them all away, there's no place for anybody to sit.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go over also and take that broken cable off. I tried today to get it off, but I couldn't get it off.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to go over with a grinder and just grind the bolt off and take that broken cable off.
So the cable that Alan's talking about is, under the play set, there's like a xylophone and you can tap on it to make music. And it, at one point had like a mallet, but the mallet is gone and it's attached with a braided wire basically. And so it's like a frayed metal end, like hanging out underneath the play set. So yeah, if you could get that off and in a safe way so that there's
We'll
not
do that
still
first
metal
thing, Maureen.
sticking out
Well,
somewhere.
so I'm gonna have to look around and see if there's any type of non-hazardous or, weed killer. The weeds are terrible. And that's brand new mulch and the weeds are just incredible. I'll have to ask around some of my suppliers and see if they have anything that's not dangerous for people.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I've seen some on Facebook that we could try like vinegar and dish soap.
That actually does
It
work.
does
Vinegar
work,
and
yeah.
dish soap.
We did that
Vinegar,
out
yeah.
here.
Yeah, a little bit of dish soap and Epsom salts, it works
Yeah.
really
Works
well.
It doesn't
We'll
kill
try that.
everything, but it does kill a lot.
Those-
Yeah,
Some of them are actually like thistles. We went over and pulled out as many as we could, but they just come right back.
yeah.
Why don't you get some goats?
There you go.
And the bench next to the basketball court,
Yes. we'll pull that
the
out.
basketball court. Yeah, that's like,
Do you have any idea where you wanna put that picnic table if you pull it out?
you have to ask them that. I was just noticing, and I know
Yeah,
that
it's
they
definitely
want,
a bad spot for the pitching.
well, I know that they want to complete the building of the pitching and, batting cage, but the picnic table kind of bisects it at the moment. So, the other question to you is, like, where can it go? Because it's mounted, right? So if there's a lot of rock there, like, where can it be put? Because there's a post in the middle of that goes right into the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if it has concrete on it or not. We'll have to see.
Well, you're gonna find
We'll have
out.
to dig around and see what's down there. But we can probably get it in wherever you want it, we'll figure it out. You wanna take a look and let us know and then we'll. figure it
Maybe,
out.
now that the gazebo is gone, I mean, there's a spot right there, and it
There
would
you
still
go.
be near, like, I would assume if someone's in the batting cage or someone's pitching, that someone else is gonna be wanting to watch them. So it might be like a decent spot for people to sit, I don't know what you guys think. I'm just talking.
Very good, thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
You're welcome.
Pat Linger isn't here for his report. He had a death in the family, so they're taking some time off. That's why he's not here today.
It's not his mom, is it? Oh, thank God.
In-law and mother-in-law.
Okay.
Okay, Barb?
6 CO search compliance residential, $750, 13 building permits, $3,121.03, 3 fishing licenses, $3.04, 8 dog licenses, $60, 3 marriage licenses, $52.50, 1 cemetery application fee, $25, 1 cemetery interment, $150, 1 marriage officiant. That was back when we were taking the intake, but now we're just giving you the check, so that was before that was clarified. 1 marriage officiant, $25, 1 demolition, $75, 2 excavation fees, culvert under driveways, $70, 4 park rentals, $100, 1 solar residential, $134.40, 12 certified copies, $120, 2 photocopies, 50 cents, 1 site plan review up to 10 acres, $300. State, county, and local revenues, $5,117.93, $12 to the New York State Department of Ag and Markets for the spay neuter program, $67.50 to the New York State Department of Health for marriages, $51.96 to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for fishing licenses, total to supervisor, $4,986.47. The town clerk's office collected $3,237.68 in taxes, $7,973.13 in penalties, $44 in notice fees, representing 83% collected. Remaining uncollected is $647,288.23. The last day to collect property taxes will be July 31st, 2026. For water districts 2 and 3, we are currently collecting 6% for first quarter of 2026, 12% for fourth quarter of 2026, and 18% for third quarter of 2025, and 18% for third quarter of 2025. Sewers collecting a 12% penalty for the first half until August 15th. Second half sewer bills have been sent out.
Thank you, Barb.
Oh, one other thing I meant to, I think you had asked me before about the mold in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And I dug out the vouchers. And that was done back in February 24 and October of 2024. No, I'm sorry, February of 2024. the mold abatement. And then Albright's came in and did a dehumidifier in the basement, which prevented mold and protected the storage records. That was 10/24 of 24. I did speak to Randy, and Randy said that system would have totally fixed the mold problem. So we don't need to have any mold companies coming in and checking.
Could we get copies of those, Barb?
Sure.
Does that system have to be inspected, or it's just like, I don't know anything
I've
about
had
it?
the other one for years and never had a problem before I came.
And he put a dehumidifier system down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Historian. I'm going to send Ted an email and tell him that we need a report on a monthly basis. Okay. Okay, animal control.
Anybody read this?
No.
I have it on my phone, so I will read it to you, and I will also type it out for you, Barb, for the minutes. So, hold on a sec. All right, this is April through the end of June. April 2nd, a dog was seen on High Hill Road. It disappeared. Nothing came of that until later that day when it was found at Better's Farm and returned to owner. April 27th on Roberts Hill Road, Sherry got a call about a fox with 3 babies looking for someone to relocate them. I believe that she probably sent that on to the DEC as we usually do. May 8th, there was an injured dog named Ghost who ran away into the woods, wasn't found for a number of days. When they did find him, he had been attacked by an animal and was just missing most of his ear and needed surgery. So we had him taken to the emergency vet in Latham, and they stabilized him, and he was returned to his owner once they had a chance to look at him and decide what he needed, and they sent her home with medicine and some other things, and I think made a nice deal with her about the cost, because she couldn't really afford the $2,000 and more that they needed. June 3rd, Roberts Hill Road, complained about a dog barking and coming on the property. The owner was issued a warning for barking and the dog being at large. The owner called Sherry back. Both dogs are licensed and he will figure out how they are getting out because he has an underground invisible fence. June 20th, the dog was seen running on Sodom Road. The person who called it in wasn't able to grab it and it disappeared. We have no more information about that. June 24th, Roberts Hill Road, complaint of 2 dogs barking and coming on the property. Sherry spoke with the dog's owner. And she said that this is stemming with a personal neighbor issue. And the neighbor had said he might be bringing a complaint to the court as a dangerous dog issue, but he has not, to my knowledge. So I think this is a personality issue with the neighbor and the dogs. June 30th, a call for animal control, called back, left a message, no response, but then they called back again, and it was about a stray cat who is now pregnant. That was most likely referred to either the Humane Society or Animal Kind in Hudson. And this is actually coming into about now. We got a call last week about a dog that was missing. Unfortunately, the puppy was found deceased. Sherry's looking into complaints on 144 about 2 dogs that are running around and they're being very aggressive to 2 of the neighbors there, including getting into the garage of an 80-year-old woman who has Parkinson's disease
And it took us a while to identify the owner, but now we know who it is, and Sherry's gonna go over there and speak with them. And that's all we've got.
Thank you. Assessment? Give us anything?
I just know that they're,
I do know that, when, we talked to them last week, they're interested in a piece of software. I should have just kept my mouth shut, because I can't remember the name of it now. But it's software that is, also used in the town of Clemens that would allow them to, be able to share digital files on properties rather than having to have paper records of everything. It also allows for sharing of information from building, planning and zoning to assessment, or they could share it to the clerk's office, for example, because that's the tax collector.
I think it's Municity, that's Clemens is using, I'm not sure, but I think that's.
Okay,
might be-
I don't recall that name right, I'd have to, sorry, look it up. And they got a shredder, because they had a bunch of stuff that they had, they have people's personal private, they have, PII basically, personally identifiable information, and so they've been able to shred that. And I think that's everything I know right now.
So we'll have all two guys come over first thing tomorrow morning and look at that desk.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was the other thing is that the assessor has a really nice desk, but there's like a return on one end, and it actually involves a CD holder, if you can remember those, that keeps the pieces connected, but she kept hitting her knee on it, and so, but it's also like they don't meet. And so there needs to be some kind of a plate or something, because there's no full leg on the return, and that's where her phone is. And if you're standing and you like lean over to answer the phone and you just touch the desk enough, it will fall over. And I know it sounds funny, but Sandy did fall actually one day going to answer the phone and ended up in the file cabinet. So
Oh, a couple guys.
I asked if someone from Highway could maybe come over and take a look and see if there's a simple repair that could be done.
Thank you. Audit and budget, and we are working on both. Buildings, grounds, and recycling.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you can read Kirk, sure.
Kurt Trombley, Recycling Center Operator, monthly report for July. Number of tires up to and including 16 inches without rim, 1 for $4. Free to residents, 60-gallon bags of plastic, no hard plastics, 22. Bundles of magazines and phone books, 9. Bags and bundles of newspapers, 47. Boxes and bundles of cardboard, 230.
230. Wow.
That's a lot for $4. Appliances, 1 air conditioner, 1 large refrigerator, and 1 stove.
We sent a dumpster full of metal today, so you should at some point receive a check from Berlin Recycling for that.
Right?
Okay. Thank you. Buildings, the only thing that we're gonna work on right now is, the roof needs to be replaced. I did walk around with, Alan Jordan, and, he said some of the, maybe it could be repaired, maybe it could be, it depends on the amount of money in the budget. So we are gonna take a look at that, but it's.
How old is the roof? Do you have any clue?
I don't, and I asked Barb and she doesn't know either.
I don't remember ever hearing about a roof.
There've been repairs here and there.
We only keep vouchers for 7 years.
Right,
before
So it's older than 7.
there we go.
the picture outside of Barb's office says 1996.
That's when the addition was put on.
So I'm gonna guess it's 30 years old, because that would be 30 years ago.
Well, that's
And
the
that
life
seems like the
you.
lifespan
Yeah, I
of
don't
a
remember a
roof.
roof ever being put on.
Me,
So-
I don't remember that.
And you've been here a long time, Ellen.
I know.
31 years.
All right, and then the other thing that has to be repaired too is the gutters, over on this side.
Well, when the roof comes off, all the gutters are gonna have to come off.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cemeteries,
Oh, God.
We have them.
we
Thank
do.
you. I guess we laid that one to rest.
There you go. But
So, tonight I have a resolution, to increase the price of plots for the Medway Congregational Christian Cemetery and for the other cemeteries in, New Baltimore. What's happened, since we, assumed management of the, Medway Congregational Christian Cemetery, was that there's been some appreciation in the cost of plots. And that puts us in the situation of having our plots be attractively priced for a lot of people. We don't want a lot of people coming up from New York and buying plots here.
Correct.
So this resolution proposes the plot price, which is at the minimum of the neighboring public cemeteries in neighboring towns. Also, there were on the internet a couple summaries of what the state of New York charges as a minimum for a plot. And this proposal is also in keeping with the minimum of that price range. So without ceremony, then I will read the resolution. Or do we ask, I guess we ask then for, read the resolution?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is resolution 106-2026, July 27th, 2026. This is a resolution to modify the cost of cemetery plots. Whereas pursuant to New York State law, the town of New Baltimore has taken responsibility for abandoned burial grounds in the town. And whereas to facilitate the orderly management of such burial grounds by the town of New Baltimore, it is necessary that the town board establish and update rates and charges for the proper management and maintenance of these burial grounds. And whereas the town of New Baltimore rates for plot purchases have fallen behind rates for public cemeteries and neighboring communities, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of New Baltimore hereby adopts the following revised rates and charges for the proper maintenance of cemeteries under the control of the town to be effective immediately. Such charges shall be in addition to the fees of any contractor or agent providing funeral excavation, monument, or other cemetery services. So these are the plot prices. For a single grave interment, the price will be $800 in addition to a cemetery maintenance fee of $25. For each additional right of interment, we're charging $700 in addition to a cemetery maintenance fee of $25. And for a grave specified for cremation interment only, we're charging $700 in addition to a cemetery maintenance fee of $25. And be it further resolved that such rates and charges may be amended from time to time as is necessary by majority vote of the town board.
Any discussion?
Question, is the $25 and single, or is it,
One-time fee.
or is it continuous charges for the maintenance as you describe it? Yearly maintenance,
That's an interesting point. It is a one-time fee.
okay. I think it should be explained that way because some people think you gotta as in some of the cemeteries, like I've got some cemeteries, they don't charge for maintenance on a yearly basis. There's the putting in of the grave, the digging and all that other jizz, and the setting of the stone. But there is no annual charge, and I can speak to the cemetery in Cairo, the one in Glenmont, and there are a couple of others. So I should be clear that it's a one-time charge on the $25.
We can make a motion to adjust that wording right there.
Yeah, so in front of the word
One-time
cemetery, instead in front of the
cemetery.
word cemetery maintenance, you could say a one-time
Yeah,
cemetery maintenance
I
fee
would feel better
of
about it.
$25 on each bulleted line.
Nope.
Maybe that could be complicated with the deceased of, you know,
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I'm waiting for the,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to the screen.
Barb says it's
She
okay.
said to go ahead, she only
okay,
did the one.
so, yeah, thanks, Barb. So what I was gonna say, maybe, without thinking too much about it, is that, a regular maintenance fee could be a burdensome thing to collect if you had
Right.
deceased.
Right. Because some people die faster than the people they're trying to keep buried.
Are we,
So we have a motion,
we have, do I make the motion to accept the resolution
revised.
with, as revised?
Okay, we need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
Dave, on the cemeteries, I don't know who's doing the digging for the graves at the Medway Church one, but the guys were out there mowing and weed whacking, and they said whoever did it did a fantastic job. They left it like perfect. So
That's,
whoever's doing it,
that's good.
keep on doing it.
Alan, you should have seen it when it was done. It was a muddy mess. So I've got to go over and take a look. I'm surprised.
No, the guy said it looked great.
You should have got before and after pictures.
I believe it was Robbie.
Who's Robbie Bennett?
He does a great job.
By any chance, have you spoke to Art?
I tried this, you asked me to contact him and I've been trying, I haven't gotten through to him today. I'll continue to try to reach him.
All right, because he's gonna need to give a report as well, each month. Code enforcement officer.
I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Summarization of code enforcement officer activities for July 2026 is as follows. Building inspections, 37. Total new building permit applications received, 10. Total building permits issued, 11. Certificates of compliance issued, 5. Certificates of occupancy issued, 1. Certificate of occupancy search requests, 4. Building permit renewals sent, 9. Building permit renewals received, 7. Commercial fire inspections, 4. Complaint site visits, 3. Open permits, 190. Building department fees for June 22nd, 2026 through July 27th, 2026, $3,446.67. Total fees for year-to-date, $22,876.83. Alan Jordan, CEO, Vince Hale, CEO.
Thank you. Communications.
Nothing new to report today.
We're gonna put a comprehensive plan in next.
I just wanted to give an update on the Comprehensive Plan Zoning Code Review Special Committee, which we are now calling the CPZC for short. Harder to say, but shorter. The The purpose just quickly, the purpose of the comprehensive plan just defines the vision of what we want our community to look like. It produces guidelines. It doesn't do laws. It doesn't do ordinances or anything of that nature code. It just produces guidelines that the town board will follow to use as a guide in looking at the most important issues and addressing with the residents and also vitality of the town. We want to keep the town because the environment changes of the town over years, and we face new challenges and new opportunities, housing development, short-term rentals, infrastructure, solar, and other new technologies. And so we want to balance between the quality of life that exists, that we love, and making sure that we stay in step with the new things and also develop zoning code that applies to the new items. And that's why the state of New York recommends every town's comprehensive plan should be renewed every 7 to 10 years, which I think is even short. But the committee's met 3 times. We have 17 people with a variety of backgrounds: farmers, parents, business owners, working professionals, retired seniors, appointees from both planning and zoning board, and the town council members. We're meeting monthly during the summer. Our next meeting will be August 25th, 6:30 p.m. at Cornell Hook and Ladder Firehouse. We're kind of alternating between the 2 firehouses with Medway so that we're making it convenient for people who live in all areas of the town. We're really anxious to have people come in and talk to us. We're also using the OWL for YouTube streaming. See, I think that's about that. We probably will increase the amount of the meetings, the frequency of the meetings once it gets to be fall and winter. We've developed 5 subcommittees: administration to oversee structural edits, resource management, code enforcement, compliance with local laws, ordinance, and state. The second committee is agriculture, conservation, preservation, and recreation, which is farming support, historical preservation, and active park and recreational assets, major and minor subdivisions. The third is infrastructure, covering local roads, traffic management, complete streets, electric grids, microgrids, water and sewer. The fourth is evolving technologies, specifically managing zoning laws around high-impact land develops like solar farms, wind energy, battery storage facilities, 5G smart meters, internet, cellular, and data centers. And the fifth is economic development and property use, targeted at supporting local Main Street businesses, home businesses, and addressing agricultural labor shortages and short-term rentals and affordable housing. We'll be distributing a survey to get the opinions of residents. This was done with the previous comprehensive plan, and that's really want to get what the townspeople feel are their priorities, what are the strengths of the town, what are the weaknesses of the town, and we'll distribute it via regular mail, website, Facebook, and at post offices. We'd like to do email as well, where we can solicit people who would like to give emails. The one important thing is that we want to keep it anonymous. We'd like to know what part of town the person responding lives in, so we're making sure that we're getting coverage across the town, but we will not want to get names or addresses or anything like that to protect people's privacy and what would make them more comfortable. And so that's just a quick update. And again, please, if you can come, Cornell Hook and Ladder, August 25th. We will be putting a Times Union announcement on the website. 6:30 p.m. They're all 6:30 p.m. And so we will be making sure that everybody gets a chance to know that date and time. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Denise.
Courts. Did you get a report?
I actually have one.
You can see.
Can I get a copy of that?
I just forwarded it to you. I don't know why you keep sending it to me. Every month I'm like, this needs to go to Mark.
I am no longer courts chair.
Monthly town court report, July 27th, 2026. Total monies received, $11,563. The Honorable James W. Huff, $4,212. Honorable Anthony C. Consul, $7,351. Total 2026 monies received, January through June, $102,213. Total new cases received, 101.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. I know that, I came in last week to talk to, the assessors, we were talking about the software that I had mentioned, and it was a Tuesday, and for the last, my understanding is for the last 3 court days, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna be like. It has been so, the parking lot has been full, people have been parking on 51.
Really?
Yes, it's been very busy here, yeah.
We're getting tough.
Since it's so busy in here, do you know what we're doing with them?
Yeah, they
Right,
did
so
ask
they
about
don't
this
get-
because they've had a lot of people in the courtroom recently, and I know
Uh-huh.
some people have talked about keeping it up, but they miss all of these chairs and some.
You never
space-
know if you're gonna have people touching stuff they won't or shouldn't.
Yeah, it was not our intention to keep it up, continuously, so we can work on taking that down.
They love it, it's not a complaint, they just,
No,
I think they
no,
need the
seating.
space.
I don't
Yeah,
want anything to ruin.
Safety though.
Yeah.
Why is there such an increase?
I don't know. I
It
think,
could be the summer weather.
yeah, I
really.
know that like, because my mom's one of the court clerks, I know that there will be months in December and January, well, no one will show up,
Right.
literally no one.
I just wondered if somebody's on a ticketing binge or something.
I don't, it's all kinds of things too, it's not necessarily, vehicle,
Traffic.
there's just a lot of things in play, I guess.
Summer hijinks.
They reschedule, they miss dates, they
Mhm.
reschedule.
Yeah,
And this is a far more convenient season.
I don't know if it's more convenient, it's just when it gets rescheduled, usually it depends upon the case, but it could be the district attorney that reschedules
Right.
it, it could be the public defender that reschedules it, it could
They-
be,
And the troopers
court
that can't
staff.
get here.
And is it
Yeah.
like just tourism and then people?
well, throughway accounts for a lot of what goes
Yeah.
through here,
That's what I'm.
yeah, so,
Thank you, Michelle. Fire EMS and law enforcement. I only have a, report from Point Elk and Ladder. For the month of June, they had 7 fire calls, 19 EMS calls, and year-to-date, is total 172. I will report on Medways, at our next meeting. Now, I do have a resolution here for our agreement with Rabina Rescue. Resolution 108-2026, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute an agreement with Rabina Rescue Squad for ambulance services provided to New Baltimore District 1. Resolved that the town board of the town of New Baltimore hereby authorize the town supervisor to execute an agreement with Rabina Rescue Squad for basic ambulance services provided to New Baltimore Ambulance District Number 1 from January 1st of 2026 to December 31st of 2026 at a total cost of $38,000. Is there any discussion? Okay, I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? So carried. All right, grants, promotions, economic development.
So, Greene County IDA offers financial support for comprehensive planning. But they need you to provide them with a budget and an idea of how the money would be spent, and they would be able to apparently provide some funds. I got the message from April Ernst. So I think that's the only thing, is that she needs some kind of a budget. I don't know that, in other municipalities, sometimes they'll engage a engineering firm or someone to help with surveys, like you spoke about, or something like that. So I just wanted you to be aware that that was something that she said to me on the phone.
That's good. Did they have a form or anything, do you know?
Nope, she said, I asked her about that, and she said, no, just
Okay,
draft something, and then they would present it at the next meeting.
okay. Thank you.
Did she say what amounts of money would be available for support?
She did not.
Okay, highway. I have a resolution here for a mowing tractor. Resolution 107-2026. Resolution for the town board to give approval to the highway superintendent to bid on auction international to replace the town's inoperable roadside mowing tractor. Whereas the used 1990 Case International roadside mowing tractor purchased in 2014 for $19,000 by the town is not working. Whereas the highway department crew has been working to repair it and have replaced the clutch master cylinder and sleeve cylinder with no change to its performance, and the actual clutch is no longer functioning. Whereas the highway department had the tractor inspected, and it was found that the tractor is not worth repairing at the high cost of necessary repairs. Whereas the tractor is 36 years old, and the town has gotten 12 years of good use out of it when purchased as used. And whereas the town of Ulster is looking to sell a 2009 John Deere model 5075M with 6,000.
Gee, they're not all going off at the same time. What's going on?
Ghosts in the
I don't know.
machines.
Just keeps me awake. That's for sure.
All right, so it's a 2009 John Deere model 5075M with 6,627 hours on it, in working condition that would fit highway department needs. Again, auction international. And whereas the cost of the new tractor would be approximately $100,000, now therefore be it resolved that the town board authorizes Highway Superintendent Alan Van Warmer to bid up to $10,000 to purchase the aforementioned tractor being auctioned by the town of Ulster to replace the town's failed roadside mowing tractor. Any discussions?
I had a question for Alan. On this clutch, you talked about the master cylinders. And I was just curious, is there a clutch plate to replace on this vehicle?
There is. That's why I reached out to Salem Farm Supply today. They're our Kate's International dealer. They're gonna put me together a price quote to replace the clutch, just to see where it's at. And we'll use that to decide whether we put a clutch in this one or whether we proceed with getting another one.
So you replace the cylinders and you still don't get any,
Correct. Yeah, if we have
coupling.
there's no clutch. I had a mechanic from the town of Coxsackie came and looked at it today, and he said it's definitely something internal, but he doesn't know what. I mean, the only way to actually find out is to split the tractor in half. You have to split it in two so you can get in there and actually look at the clutch and the pressure plate throw bearing. So,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on, Salem Farm Supply to send me back that quote or an estimate on what it would cost to do that.
Didn't you hear something like $7,000 or $8,000?
Yeah, but that's hearsay, I could be way off. So we'll see. I should have it tomorrow and we'll see, we'll take it from there.
And then if that is done, would it be fixed, or could
No,
that
yeah,
still?
if it's cheap enough to fix, if we could get it fixed for a couple thousand, I have no problem.
I just didn't know if then you had to test it again and it could be something else, is this like if you give a mouse a cookie? I was just curious.
But if it's a ridiculous amount of money, I wouldn't even.
Right, I know,
Send it there.
yeah.
So will we say that, given that the quote is too high, not worth it, that we are giving him we're authorizing him to do an auction bid?
Right.
If that quote.
Once I get the quote, I'll send it to you all so you can see it.
Okay. So this is dependent on that quote.
We can't table that.
And, maybe we need to put in language that says, whereas, we will be getting a quote and this will be approved if that quote is too high.
Correct.
So,
Depending on reasonable quote.
yeah,
And if you, I mean, there's a precondition here too, that if you can't repair the mower, then we would make this new bid.
yeah, that would be the precondition. We'll get the quote tomorrow and then, pending as you said, a quote that's too high, we're giving this permission to go ahead with the auction. When is the auction?
I think it ends like the second week in, August, so it should be fine.
Do you want
Alright.
to put the wording together so that we're all on the same page?
That's what we're doing. So so resolve that the town board authorizes Highway Superintendent Alan Von Mormer to bid up to $10,000 to purchase the aforementioned tractor being auctioned by Town of Ulster to replace the town's failed roadside mowing tractor, dependent on reasonable quote price from who?
Repairs. From Salem Farm Supply, SALEN.
From Salem Hair Supply. Okay,
Can you email me that?
yes.
Thank you.
Any discussion? Okay, I make a motion, we accept the resolution.
I'll
With
second.
with the revisions.
Correct.
I second the motion.
Good song.
I don't know.
Think it up.
All in favor?
Aye.
You
Opposed?
can't control yourself.
So carried. So just send that to
Janet, you
me.
seconded
As soon as I
that.
have it, I'll send it.
I did before Dave did. He can have it if he wants it.
He's just emotional.
Yeah.
He
He
just
wanted
gets
to
the
say the
chance
part
to
about
say he
being
said.
I
on
seconded your emotion.
Yeah, good.
Do you want to give me kisses, sweet?
Oh, God.
Moving right along, we have,
What, no Motown people?
Time for sexual harassment training.
There you go, the
I've
old
asked
split
Alan
screen.
to.
I've already done it for the Senate. By the way, I can't get into my training. I'm gonna have to talk to ITS, which is what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. All right, insurance. The only thing that I have is I have to contact MVP and have them change their contact information. Planning and Building Department.
There was
Go ahead.
the planning board.
Mhm.
I will read it,
Okay,
such as it is. This is from the New Baltimore Planning Board. This is the monthly report for July 2026. The planning board did not meet in the month of July 2026. This is from Robert Benetten, Chair.
okay. Thank you.
April's still clapping.
Okay, seniors.
But also the zoning board did not meet in July of 2020.
that was.
Everybody's on holiday.
Okay.
We'll get there.
For
Okay, now
seniors?
seniors, yep.
Okay. We're having our senior picnic on Wednesday, September 9th at Weish Park from 1 to 3. Rain date or too much heat date It'd still be the same, but we would be at the Midway Grapefield Firehouse. This will be advertised in our upcoming newsletter on the website, Facebook, and wherever else we can advertise it, word of mouth, whatever, so that's coming up.
What time did you say that was?
1 to 3 on September 9th.
Technology website.
I have no formal report this evening. We are, just for everyone's information, we're reaching out to Joe at ITS to have a meeting with them regarding our ongoing IT issues.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there any resolution of the payment for the FOIL request?
Good question.
I've not heard any more discussion about it.
Okay. Because I know Joe had asked about it, but I didn't know, is there an outcome to that? Like, do we reach out to the person who made the FOIL request? And,
Well, Joe said, I think he said, did he say 8 days at 8 hours at $1.50 an hour?
I know, but the town doesn't have to eat that
No.
entire cost.
No, I'm
So
just saying,
then,
we know what the total cost is, so we have to, if we want to charge the person who did the FOIL, we have to say, take the lowest paid employee
Mhm.
salary or
No, I get
hourly, and times it by the 8 hours. And then that would be the bill that we would pay to the person requesting the FOIL.
That person has to be qualified. I don't know how
Yeah.
qualified a staff person would be.
right, so she's saying it's not just the lowest paid person, she's saying the lowest paid qualified staff
No, but
person.
this was just a person looking through and finding the hours of the amount of work that was done. It's not a matter of evaluating the work. It's just
But didn't Joe
validating.
say that there was some information in there that shouldn't be?
Correct. That was my impression.
So it's not just.
Well, they would have to then, say which of that information, that would have to have been a Joe thing. So, but any other time spent that could be done by somebody here is what we would charge at the lowest salary rate. So we have to speak to Joe and find out what pieces of that information they would have had to do the work for.
Okay, so should we be doing that? Dave,
We should,
when we talk to
the
the,
technology.
When we talk to
thing,
Joe.
When we talk to Joe.
okay. Cause it's $1,200, like, it's a
It's
substantial
a lot
amount of money.
Whoa. It's a lot of money for FOIL.
All right,
Now, Barb, you said it was somebody that had to be qualified.
Mhm.
Is there like a set
Certificate.
standards for?
I would think in this case it would be Joe because he knows what can be
Yeah.
released and what can't.
Right,
Oh, okay.
but for
Could
any
I
other
ask
information,
from Joe?
any other information they would have to collect.
It's a
the
case
head
by
of
case
Intelligent
basis.
Technology
Thank you.
Right.
Solutions, they
So
are
somebody
IT
from our-
provider.
Part of it. And that's what we have to charge for.
Okay.
And again, that raises the question, I mean, the person doing the work does not have to be an employee of the town. So if Joe had, or somebody at ITS had to do that work, then we would, again, be able to charge for the lowest paid employee at Joe's at ITS as well.
The
Not
lowest
just-
paid
Lowest,
qualified, because not
right,
anyone
the lowest
would.
paid qualified at ITS.
Okay,
94.
And then the lowest paid here if we could have done some of the work ourselves.
okay, well, we'll talk to Joe. We'll see where we can get with that.
Okay.
Barb, there's an extension on, is there an extension on that one?
Oh, yeah,
It's just a
you're
matter
way
of- I
past,
was away last week. I just
way
couldn't
past.
Great,
pursue it.
okay, thanks.
Barbara's pulling
No,
her
is
hair
that
out.
Michelle Storm had mentioned getting an extension. Is that what you're talking about?
I did get an extension
That
once.
she
I
requested?
heard from nobody.
Yeah.
I heard from no one. No one did anything. I
Yeah.
sent out something else. And Joe said, I haven't heard anything either, so.
Mhm.
So you need something from Michelle?
No, she needs
No.
something from us.
No.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, personnel.
We have them.
Okay.
There's nothing to report at this time. Okey-dokey. I do know, I believe the highway department is still down one person. And has been for quite some time at this point.
Have you had anybody apply?
I think one kid, he didn't even have a driver's license, not even a regular driver's license.
Okay.
All right.
Does he file?
Did you put it on Indeed? Did you put it on Indeed?
We do have a D, but I haven't put it on there.
'Cause that's pretty good. Try that.
Okay, veterans.
Veterans, Sunday, August 9th is our Veterans Picnic, which will be at Weish Park from 1 to 3. Rain location would be Cornell Hook and Ladder Firehouse.
As of today, there's 21 people.
21 so far. Okay.
I
I think
haven't
our
called
date
yet.
was
I haven't
July
forgotten.
29th, and we usually have
22.
people come in.
And it's round number for
Up to 22 an hour is.
I just, in the midst of this, I brought today another veterans announcement that was held a couple of years ago. And this is the Green Counties honoring veterans, just to give you an idea of how and what, I mean, where is it? It says register today to save your spot. It is, oh boy, doesn't matter. This is, and Pat Linger was as chairman of the legislature. It was unbelievable happening. This happened to be my sister's partner. He was 104 years old for this honor. He has since died, but it went from November 8th from 12 to 1 p.m. and it was free lunch for any veteran. We don't even put that on. We just say the veterans luncheon is provided by the town. We have to say too, though, this is for veterans and their family. Same as we say for seniors. You gotta be a senior to do this, so I think that should be stipulated. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what it's like.
Thank you.
Well, I'll take a picture of that before you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The man was a famous artist. He had his pictures in the Clark Museum. And tomorrow, my sister is taking the memorabilia that this man accumulated all his years with the Coast Guard. And she is delivering it down in Washington, D.C. to the Coast Guard
Oh, nice.
Museum.
Nice.
And yeah, they're very happy to get it. So,
That's awesome.
Where in Green County did they live?
oh God, what's the crossroads after on 32 down there?
32 and 23?
What's that little town there?
Freehold?
There we go, thank you. That's where they lived. And she now is living in Selkirk.
So it's 32 and 67. In case you want.
Oh, yes, you would know all that. She was my angel, by the way.
Okay, wastewater treatment.
Yeah, actually, I have a question. Ellen, have you heard anything from G&H about the final?
Nothing recently. I'll probably see him this weekend when he has a camp right next to me.
That's what we're
Sit down,
waiting
have some
for.
beers with them and chat real quick.
I heard that the G&H was finished.
Well, we thought that they were finished according to an email that they had sent, but I didn't know if it met your needs for what we wanted to do. The other thing is also, Lynn, has said that, she was looking to see if we could get, a volunteer who has to do community service.
Correct.
And she found out that there was somebody there with the, ability to do building and contract, construction. So that person might be able to help, get that done. And,
Right, I'll call him tomorrow. I'll call him
Okay.
tomorrow. And see what he got.
Okay,
Tell him to send me everything he has.
thank you.
okay, water.
Nothing for water right now.
Youth parks and recreation.
There's been a lot going on.
Yeah, so, after the last meeting, we closed District 3 Park, Silver Lake, it's locked. Vince did go take a look at it. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but he wants it, he thinks an engineer should take a look at it to see the stability of the actual pavilion itself, because it is leaning. There is, piles of dirt, out in the ball field that would need to be flattened. So there's a few things going on there, but I just have to have an engineer come and take a look at it to see whether or not we need to take the pavilion down. The gazebo was taken down at District 2 Park here. And there's other stuff going on, as mentioned earlier in the meeting.
Thank you for that. There's some looking at the bleachers that are at the ball field for District Park 2. Like we said, there's damage to the benches and we don't want the public getting injured on them. We also need a sign, right, for the ball field, Scott Variety Memorial Ball
Right.
Field that,
I'll take care of that.
okay.
I'm very close friends with the family and I just don't think that she's ready yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Could you send me an email after you talk to her? Just to let us
It
know.
may be a while. She's just simply not ready. The anniversary just passed.
Oh,
and
okay.
She is just not ready yet.
Understandable. Alan's gonna move the picnic table, because, the Outlaws had gotten the go-ahead to build a pitching batting type cage. The framework, if you wanna call it that, is there, but there's a picnic table mounted in the ground that is in the middle of the batting cage, so that
Yeah,
needs
that
to
can
be
be
moved. So Highway has agreed to move that. Otherwise, the park looks great. The Outlaws are very happy with everything that they have there. It's just, right now we're concerned about the bleachers and there's a few other safety issues. We had gotten a letter from
Risk
our,
management?
from our insurer about some risk management issues that needed to be addressed. It was,
That came last year.
it came last year and I guess it was
Last July.
forwarded again because they wanted to know why the issues hadn't been addressed yet.
Right.
So that's what prompted me to drive out there. And we still need to talk about mulch at District Park 1 because you still cannot, it is a long reach for a small person to get onto the ladder for the slide, to come off the slide. It's a long drop. And we need a ramp from the parking lot to the edge of the surround because it was, in the original plans, it was supposed to be accessible, but you can't like push a stroller up there with a child in it, or if you had someone with you that was in a wheelchair, there's no way for them to get into that playground area because it has,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, it has a surround area. It's these plastic interlocking devices. So we need some kind of a safety ramp. And I don't know, what's involved in the design of that kind of thing. I'm sure there are certain requirements that it needs to meet.
Not at Weish, is it? It's at-
It's at Weish. Yeah, District Park 2 doesn't have a surround for the mulch. I mean, so this is at 1.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Visualize it,
because I've been there so many times, but I don't remember seeing that. Okay.
You have to step over to get onto the, into the playground part of it.
And the rest of that park, when it was redone, is very accessible. There's accessible picnic tables. And that's why it's a great place to have some of the picnics, because the area under the pavilion is easy to roll around on if you're using like a rollator or a wheelchair, or you have a child in a stroller or anything. But you can't get into that playground without having to climb over that step.
Pay better attention to it. I never gone over to it, so.
Take your grandchildren over there and then watch them
Struggle.
try to get onto the,
Are
to
there
the
funds
slide.
available from our mulch? Well, we can get the mulch
Yes.
to put there, that's not an issue at all.
Yes, the answer is
As long as
yes.
the funds are there.
I can give you more information.
Is that the only park that needs the mulch, or do they need mulch out here as well?
Well, I think Alan wants to try to address, I think that
Yeah,
the
let's try to
weeds
address the
should
weeds
try to be
first.
addressed first.
Oh, okay.
Is there- I mean,
Before we
We've
just-
done quite most.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Zoning Board of Appeals.
Do you want me to read the report?
Yes, would you please?
This is the Town of New Baltimore Zoning Board of Appeals for July 2026. The Zoning Board of Appeals did not meet in the month of July 2026. This is from Brad Jordan, Chair.
I can still hear April.
Thank you for that, Dave.
It was, that was tough.
I always-
The upcoming events.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the email from April was, there's no meetings.
You want me to?
I'd like to take vacation.
Yeah, please, please, please.
Okay. Okay, upcoming meetings and events. ZBA meeting, Wednesday, August 5th at 7 PM. 2026 Veterans Picnic, Sunday, August 9th, 1 to 3 PM at Weish Park. Rain location is the Cornell Hook and Ladder Firehouse. The next town board regular meeting is Monday, August 10th at 7 PM. There will be a presentation of the proposed Love's Travel Plaza at that regular board meeting on August 10th. Just for that information, the proposed plaza location is roughly 12650, say that, 12650 Route 9W, north of Camping World, and would share their driveway. The next planning board meeting is Thursday, August 13th at 7 PM. The town board work meeting is Monday, August 24th at 7 PM. The next comprehensive plan zoning board, zoning code review special committee, that's why we have to call it ZC, August 25th at 6:30 PM, and that will be at Cornell Hook and Ladder this time. And then the 2026 seniors picnic is on Wednesday, September 9th, 1 to 3 at Weish Park, with a rain location of Medway Grateful Firehouse.
If I can add, the townwide yard sale, Saturday, September 19th.
I have
It's
one
here
for you.
already.
I have one for you also, you may not have been notified of it yet, but the Green County IDA has reserved the firehouse for August 26th for a public hearing on Hanaquay Solar LLC.
Oh, God.
I don't know what time
Can
it
you
is
send
yet,
that?
I'll have to find out.
Can you email that?
Yep.
Scott?
I have it. It says it's at 6 o'clock. I just got one today.
Okay.
What date, what time is that?
Is this as nice as what they had when they informed us about the last meeting to see how we felt about the development
Yes.
on the road?
No, this is the project's already been approved, but
Naturally.
the project has changed ownership. Someone
good.
else owns it, so now it's the New York Power Authority. And they, want to enter into a, pilot with the town.
Without the legislators making up the amounts?
Well, it's already established.
Okay, Thank
It's
you.
already made up.
It's already
Take it
established.
or leave it.
I know, that's the whole thing. Why don't they actually start with the people it impacts the most? Not the school, not the legislator, the people surrounding the area.
Great question.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
They're only thinking financially.
The thing that bothers me the most is the fact that we have one hell of a school budget that we don't get a hell of a lot of return on, and they even get more on a pilot than this town does. It just,
Correct.
What was the date of that again?
From
Al?
every town,
I'm just,
August 26th.
every town.
No, I'm interested in this Love's Travel Plaza, Camping World.
it looks big. Oh
It's
my
huge, but
God.
how are they gonna negotiate the, RV rigs and the,
I don't know that they're gonna
Trailers.
negotiate it. It may be a idea that Love is going out, I mean, the camping world is going out of business. We don't know how they're gonna acquire all.
it would,
We'll find out.
I mean, it would seem to me that the Camping World would have to be giving up some of their property.
They are.
Quite a bit of it, if you see the surveys.
8 acres, supposedly Camping World's gonna give up.
Mm-hmm.
Out of how many do you know?
Out of how many the Camping World has,
Yeah.
I can't tell you off the top of my head. I do know that Camping World is not supposed to be parking campers on that side of the driveway. That's a violation of their site plan.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah, but, I do know that they plan on selling Love's, the 8 acres that is, if you're looking at Camping World, you're looking at their driveway, it would be to the left, so the north of Camping
Right.
World, in order to make the site complete. But there's so much more involved in that.
And you gotta remember, they're saying how they can get water from Cooksaki into that's some of the plans that I've seen.
I know, yeah.
And sewer going right under the thruway. However, when you say that, it means that Cooksaki has got a lot of water, and they don't have as much as somebody seems to think. Mm-mm. It's gonna be interesting, as long as they pay taxes.
Good Lord.
I love that idea.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Barb, you said it was September 19th for the townwide?
That will also be in the newsletter, which you
I
also have
already
a
did.
draft of.
I already did the article.
Do you know when they're being mailed, Barb?
I don't.
Okay.
Just sent the draft out today. That's my fault. I'm on it.
I'm not looking to throw a fault, I'm just curious.
Okay, now I have audited claims, resolution 109-2026. Resolution to authorize the supervisor to pay the audited claims, whereas the town clerk has presented claims to the town board for audit and review, and whereas the town board has audited claims 2026B-07-01, 2026B-07-37, now therefore be it resolved, the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay claims 2026B-07-01 to 2026B-07-37, and now be it further resolved that the town clerk will be preparing an abstract and hold it for public review until August 31st of 2026. I'd like to make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
General, $35,990.43. Highway, $113,986.79. Sewer 2, $881.99. Water 2, $3,616.45. Water 3, $1,039.38. Total, $155,515.04.
Thank you. Need to make a motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.